Yesterday, we learned how to be steady. Today, we're going to learn how to be unsteady. Hi, my name's David Dwyer, and welcome to the Daily Stoic, 366 meditations on wisdom, perseverance, and the art of living by Ryan Holiday and David Hanselman. Today's January 11th. If you want to be unsteady. For if a person shifts their caution from their own recent choices and the acts of those choices, they will at the same time gain the will to avoid. But if they shift their caution away from their own recent choices to things not under their control, seeking to avoid what is controlled by others, they will be agitated, fearful, and unstable. EPICTETUS, Discourses 2.1:12. The image of the Zen philosopher is the monk in the green quiet hills or in a beautiful temple on some rocky cliff. The Stoics are the antithesis of this idea. Instead, they are the man in the marketplace, the senator in the forum, the brave wife waiting for her soldier to return from battle, the sculptor busy in her studio. Still, the Stoic is equally at peace. EPICTETUS is reminding you that serenity and stability are the result of your choices and judgment, not your environment. If you seek to avoid all disruptions to tranquility, other people, external events, stress, you will never be successful. The problems will follow you wherever you run and hide. But if you seek to avoid the harmful and disruptive judgments that cause those problems, then you will be stable and steady wherever you happen to be. Ooh, I like this. Because this is something that I used to do a lot. I would say, there's in kind of human development, there's like the flight or fight response, right? Either you fight it, you fight. I think there's like cover, there's a few other ones, but right? I was always a runner. I'd always run away. And I remember hearing this once, wherever you go, there you are. Meaning that it doesn't matter where you go in the world, wherever you go, there you are. And there are your judgments, right? There are your values. That's what EPICTETUS is saying there, is that like, I can't change the external environment, but I can find peace in the chaos. Like, another thing I was mentioning this yesterday, like being a chef for many years, working in a restaurant on a busy line on a Friday, Saturday night can be a very chaotic experience, but I found peace in that chaos. Like you can find, doesn't matter what the outside thing is that it's learning how to be the eye of the storm, learning how to hold the calm in the middle of the storm, learning how to recognize a problem is only a problem if we view it as a problem. It comes down to our perception of the thing, the outside things. We choose how that is, and that comes down to our internal judgments, right? Our internal judgments are our internal values, recognizing how we kind of see things. So to be unsteady is mean I'm giving that control to someone else. When we give our control, we especially blame or go into victim mentality and put it on others, we're letting go of our own control and becoming unsteady. I also heard this thing about expectations. Expectations are resentments in waiting. So when I put an expectation on someone else or a thing, I'm usually it's going to be a resentment or a disappointment in waiting. Because I'm putting my power into somebody else instead of taking control of the situation and recognizing of how I respond and how I can control. It's I think another kind of just something that happened that I found out just last night. A guy I know and I would consider like an acquaintance friend passed away suddenly. Don't know all the details, but I saw something kind of online, and I was literally earlier that day was going to go into his job, this place called the Clockwork Door, to go see him and a couple of the other lads, because I used to do events there in Dublin, and I hadn't seen him since the pandemic. My fiance had seen him like a few weeks earlier, and I wanted to I didn't talk to him, so I wanted to go check in with him, and then find out that he passed away. And it's a very sad and sudden thing. He was a young man. He was only 25. I can't blame him. I don't know the circumstances, but I can control how I act and respond to the situation, and how I recognize that there's a sanctity of life, of recognizing the value of what we have every moment, and not running away from the things that scare us, but actually kind of facing those things. Because when we start to face ourselves and our judgments and the internal, right? Building the internal I ams, building this strong internal foundation and structure, we can handle things like loss. Because here's the thing, life and death are just, two sides of the same coin. They're, for everything that lives, something dies. And it's part of the cycle of life. We're not going to avoid death, but it's recognizing and celebrating his life and recognizing the positive memories and the value that I gained from it, as like getting a little bit closer with my fiance, recognizing that, you don't know the last time you're going to talk to somebody. So how do I choose to respond to that, And, I want to just say a thank you to you guys for following and joining me on this journey. Would love to know kind of your thoughts, what you thought about this reading. Like, are you a runner like myself? Do you run away, or how do you handle your own judgment, internal things to build that steadiness? Because, it's easy to be tranquil, like you said, like the monk on the mountain home meditating every day. But can you find that tranquility and peace in your day-to-day life? And how do you find, actually that's my question, how do you find your tranquility and peace doing the everyday, mundane, simple tasks? Do you find it in there? Or if not, how do you go about that? I'm really curious. Let me know in the comments below. And thank you guys for following and watching. Love to know your opinions. And, don't forget to like, subscribes, follows, all those things. Video for the next one. If you missed a few days, there'll be a playlist there. Click on the face thing. I don't know. But anyways, once again, I just want to say thank you so much. And you guys have a great, if not better, day.